Hey guys, welcome to another episode of A Girl and Her Books. I'm your girl Kyle, and if you don't already know, on this channel we usually review different types of books of different type of genres, but this week I want to switch it up and I want to introduce you to guys to a couple of people. This is my older sister Kayla.
Hi everyone.
I just wanted to talk to different people about their love of books and also how they have influenced me and my love of books because she's grown up with me, so she literally saw me, I used to kick out my room and be like, don't interrupt my reading time, and
Yeah.
she knows everything about me.
Mm-hmm.
So Kayla, what would you say your favorite book is?
My favorite book is probably the Hunger Games trilogy. Yeah, I think it's 3, but then they just came out with the 4th book. So yeah, the Hunger Games series.
Oh wow, I love the Hunger Games, and so with that being said, I know sometimes they create movies off of books.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go see all of the Hunger Game movies? And
Yes.
if so, did you like them?
I've seen all 3 and I liked them. I didn't really like the last one as much, but they were all pretty good and they were pretty accurate compared to the book.
So would you recommend that people who go see movies that have been books that have been turned into movies, would you recommend them to read the book first?
Yeah, I would read the book first so you can have something to compare to, because sometimes movies are more dramatic than the actual book, or they change stuff and they add things and they take things out.
Okay. So what were your favorite books when you were younger? I obviously know that question, but let's see if she remembers. With that being said, she didn't really read when she was younger. She actually read on...
I read on Wattpad and
Yes.
Trust Issues. I think her name is it's Imani or something like that on Wattpad. And she wrote she has Trust Issues. Trust isn't the only issue. Dangerously in Love, and they're like urban books, so they're about African Americans and just like their daily lives. I think one takes place like she ends up marrying this basketball player and they have kids and like a lot of stuff. It's just like their lives, and they were really good. So I pretty much read on Wattpad a lot, but I really liked urban books. Still like urban books now.
As you can see, Wattpad is pretty popular. She got on it before me, and she actually introduced me to that app. I don't know whether or not that's a good thing, because now that's all I read. And
yeah,
although
she's married to her books.
I am. I'm married to my books, so forget a husband. I have my books. So what would you say? How I was with my books when I was younger?
Obsessed.
That's one word for it. She actually used to get me in trouble because she would be like, "Oh my God, Kyle, she's reading
inappropriate books."
Oh, she got me in trouble.
Mom caught her one time. And I was like, "What are you reading?"
And I'm like, "Oh my God, Kayla, now I'm gonna get who gets in trouble for reading?" That's
you did get in trouble that one time for finishing your work too fast, so you could read.
Yes, as you can see, my love.
Who gets in trouble for reading?
It started at a young age.
Kyle,
it's only grown.
You're a little bit of a nerd.
I know.
But being a nerd is nothing
that.
wrong. But only nerds get in trouble for doing their work too fast so they can read.
I know. I said that. I just want to actually, before we go, I just want to ask people to leave in the comments how many of y'all actually think me and my sister look alike.
Yeah, do we look like twins?
Because we get that a lot. We get that we look like twins a lot, and I always just wondered that. So that's just a thrown in question that I want to give to y'all. We have some more interviews coming up, so please enjoy them.
All right, bye.
Hey guys, so we're back with another guest. I'm just going to introduce all my family members in this one. This is my mother, Catherine. Say hi.
Hi.
This is the lady that has really influenced my love of books. I remember that every time we go to the mall, even though my sister hated it, my mom would be like, "We're gonna make a trip to Barnes and Nobles, and you're gonna pick out a couple of books. Don't be spending over $100, but you can buy at least 2." And how often I stayed in that price limit is a mystery, but it was always fun. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead with my question. So, Mom, what would you say your favorite authors are?
So I like a different variety of authors. I like reading murder mysteries. I like love stories. I like history books. So I just love to read. But when I first got into reading, I used to read a lot of James Patterson. So I read all of his Alex Cross series. I read his murder mystery series, the Murder Mystery Club, the Women's Murder Club series. Right now I'm reading a lot of Kendra Elliott. I just like reading. Any type of genre I'm gonna read.
Okay. So, would you say that your childhood really had a big influence of your love of reading, or did that start more when you were an adult?
That started when I was a child, because my very first job that I started working at 14 was in a library. And that's where I had an opportunity to actually earn money while I was putting the books away, and then discover different books and different authors. I really got into the African American authors when I was, a teenager, and as I went through college. And then I still love a good African American book. Terry McMillan was one of them. Toni Morrison was one of them. James Baldwin. So I read a lot of, I just like reading, but I started when I think my first job as a librarian assistant at 14 got me interested in reading.
Okay. So, what is your opinion on books that have been turned into movies? Do you think they are good, or do you think that some things just need to stay in print form?
So it depends. So I've seen a few movies books that were turned into movies. The Color Purple, that was a very good enactment of that book. One that James Patterson wrote, Alex Cross, which starred Tyler Perry, which everybody loves. I wasn't a fan of that book being turned into a movie, because it just did not hold true to it. I read the book Queen Sugar, which had a series of the TV, and it was nothing like the book. So it's mixed. If you're gonna do a book into a movie, I think you need to keep it true to the book, even though you have to add the drama and the entertainment value, but you still should try to keep to the essence of the story that's in the book.
Okay. So that's all the time we have for all the questions I had. And I just want to thank you and all my other family members who have helped me today. So if you will check back in with us next week, I hope everybody enjoyed my content, and follow me on Instagram. The link will be below. Bye.
Bye.